Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today we have for you a very cool 1999, I'm gonna party like it's 1999, Pontiac Trans Am Firebird. Check out this car here. This car is in really nice condition. It's got 73,000 miles on it. Clean Carfax, no accidents or damage via Carfax. And it is just literally, I love these Firebirds. And this is one of the nicest ones that we've ever had in here. I've actually been driving this around quite a bit myself. I've put some miles on it. When I got it, there was a little bit of an issue with the car. It was kind of bogging down a little bit and wasn't sure exactly what it was. Then a code popped up for the O2 sensors. So we put 4 brand new O2 sensors on it, and that didn't fix it. And so I kept driving it around a little bit more, and then had it down at Tracy's Automotive. And we didn't have a code for it, but we speculated that it was the air mass meter. And so we put a brand new air mass meter on it, and voila, it completely transformed the car. So anyway, so some of the stuff that's all I had to do to the car when I got it in. So it has new oxygen sensors and a new air mass meter. So great maintenance items, and it absolutely runs phenomenal, as you'll see here with the little drive-by. This is powered by the 5.7 liter, 305 horsepower, 335 foot-pounds of torque V8, and it just sounds fantastic. It's a really strong car, and like I said, this car is really in really nice condition. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's probably one of the cleanest 70,000 mile Trans Ams you're gonna find on the road. So let's go ahead and zoom in here and we'll go over any imperfections. Got some road pit a little bit here on the headlight covers. They tend to, since the bumper's plastic, it absorbs impacts a little bit better. The metal tends to get a little bit pitted there. But I mean, when you stand back, I mean, it's nice. You have to get in real close to notice it there. Bumper's in really nice shape. There's a few teeny little marks and scuffs and just little very minor stuff. There's the turn signal, it's good. But overall, considering the age of the miles, this car is really nice. Fog light is good. Got our nice Firebird tag cover, which is nice, so we don't have to look at that front tag or a hole. Both fog lights are good. Bumper looks really nice. Just washed it there a little bit ago, so we'll get a little bit of moisture in that lens. I'll kind of give you a little underneath here, and you can see just how really nice this car is. I mean, that's amazing. Usually stuff scuffed up and beat up a little bit just from use of the car, which is somewhat to be expected, but this one is really nice. Coming across the hood here, and like I said, I mean, when you look, really close, there's little teeny imperfections here and there. I'm getting very detailed and very picky, but it looks very nice. No major issues other than just general wear and tear, no issues on the paint. Fender looks nice. Here's our chrome wheels, and they're in really good condition. Check out the tires here. Tires have good tread on them. They're nice and quiet, they don't shake, they run real well. Looking down the side of the car, give you the long view here, kind of move the phone around so you can kind of see reflections, and you can see that there's not a door ding in that thing down the side. Nice little Trans Am call out. Mirror's really nice. Very light hitting. Windshield, the same. The car's just pretty consistent all the way across. Just some little light, road debris on the car. Road rash, or whatever you want to call it. It's got the T-tops, and it does have the covers with the T-tops as well. So actually, I think I'll pop those off when I go drive the car. And I'll do the interior, and I think what I'll do is we'll pop the tops off and it may give you some better light in the interior. It looks pretty cool. The windows are tinted out, and so it kind of looks cool with that T-tops and keep you cool in the summer. Get a lot of glass there, it can kind of get a little bit hot. Very nice on this car. Looking back the other way. There are the tires. These tires are in good shape, and they're from 2020, so they are good. Give you a little peek underneath there. Wow, it is clean. Super clean. Little bitty touch up right there. Looks like somebody had a little paint chip and a little touch up on it. Let's just go ahead, and there's lots to cover here on the back, so I'll kind of go around the spoiler. I don't see any issues on the spoiler. Glass, the tinting job on this car is really nice too. Now I'll go ahead, there is one little crack right here in the taillight. I actually didn't even really notice that before. So we'll go ahead and kind of go across the lights here so you can see those. Other than that crack, the lights are really nice. And we'll sweep again for the bumper. I'm gonna pause here and show you the exhaust. Looks like somebody did maybe a little modification on the exhaust. Bumper's really nice, no loading scratches. A couple little water spots. See that right there? See my finger. See, just a little water spot there. Exhaust looks and sounds very nice. All right, let's look down the right side of the car. Looks fantastic. I had Van go just do a quick little buff job on this car just to get some of the light scratches out of it, and it turned out really nice. It was really nice to begin with. We got one tiny, you can hardly even see it. I can't even, one tiny little touch up right there. It's about impossible to see. There you can kind of see right there. Little teeny ding and touch up. Again, being very picky. That door is gorgeous. Even down low, even around, look here. I mean, there's not even road rash. That's really amazing. That's very nice. Go ahead and show you underneath the car here on this side. Kind of sweep that underneath for you. Very clean. A little bit of, need to take a little paint pen or something and blacken that keyhole back up. Minor stuff. Mirror looks nice. Right front fender. You see what I'm saying? This is just a really nice car. I don't know. I'd be curious to see how many miles I put on the car. I've probably put at least 500 miles on the car, if not more. Kind of daily driving it for a while. All right, well, let's go ahead and pop the hood and take a look underneath the hood and show you what powers this beast. All right, we got the hood popped here. Like I said, I've been driving the car. It's a little bit dusty, but that's okay. This is basically how we got the car, and probably a little dirtier since then, but you can kind of see, you know, really it just needs sprayed off. I forgot to spray it off before we had it detailed, and I was like, well, darn it. But oh well, you can see it. Spray it just with a little light spray from the pressure washer and make this look really nice. Plus, you know, I don't want to get the air cleaners wet, but you can look underneath this thing. The hood pad there is nice. And this dude runs really, really good. So I'll do this here. I'll go ahead and fire it up and let you hear how it sounds right underneath the hood. All right, so what I did, this car actually has been sitting here for several hours, and I only just pulled it here to move it. So this is pretty much a cold start. I'm just gonna reach in, I put the windows down, and I'm gonna reach in and start it cold start. That way the buzzer's not dinging at me. So I'll let you hear it cold start. No lights on the car, 73,904 miles. Now, I just fired it up. You can see it's a real cool, humid day here, so we got some moisture, condensation coming out of the exhaust. It's kind of one of those, if you look outside here, one of those hazy, 40-degree, humid days. Here it is underneath the hood. Absolutely quiet. And you can see there, exhaust is absolutely perfectly clean. No smoke, no of any kind. All right, let me go ahead. I'm gonna pop the tops off and we'll show you the interior. We got the T-tops pulled off here. I wanna show you something pretty cool. There's a little cubby hole back here, and this is neat here, this little flap. So when you put that down, it actually hides everything in the trunk here, which is really nice. And then you can flip it up, and then the T-tops go right here. Let me show you how that looks. All right, they just drop in. How cool is that? And you can actually lock them. I'll show you here. There's a little hole, and you can actually put the lever and actually lock them into place if you want to. But T-tops just stow nice and safe. Super easy to do. Just takes a couple minutes on this car to do that. Well, now that we got the top stowed away and the windows down, I just wanted to give you that summer look here, even though we're coming into winter. Show you that summer look here. T-tops off, windows down, cruising down Douglas, having a good time. Just want to kind of give you a look of how the car looks with the tops off. And what's really cool too is when you're driving, I was really surprised at the lack of buffeting. I've driven this car quite a bit with the tops off, and it actually is very, very doable. You can go down the highway, and you can even put up the little side windows if you want to minimize some wind, but even with the side windows down, is pleasantly surprised at how little buffeting there was. So let's go ahead and take a tour of the interior. All right, we got the interior open here. I'll show you the door panel. Now, on both sides, there's a crack right here, and it's pretty common with these. They all tend to crack right there. What you can actually do is you can take the door panel off, and then you can put some epoxy behind it and reinforce it, and you can actually kind of put it together and strengthen it, and then, you know, you really wouldn't notice it much then. But it's just one of those things with the car. Window switches are nice. Sound system sounds really good. Here, let me show you here's the options. And here's our data tags. All right, I'll go ahead and show you the seats here. The seats are just absolutely in impeccable condition. And the leather's really soft too. You see how it's nice and flexible. Even the bolster. I mean, I haven't done anything to this interior. I think just vacuumed it once. It's probably dirtier now than when I bought the car, to be honest with you. Here's our floor mats. I haven't even really cleaned those. And then underneath, it's pretty much immaculate. We got power seats here. Everything works on this car. Got the lumbar and bolsters and all that stuff. I'll go ahead and pop the seat here so you can see in the back. Pretty small back here. A couple of buckets.
You know, not, you could sit an adult back here, but not any place you want to sit too long. But it is doable. I'm gonna go ahead and slide in. And so I did fire it up for you already. As you can see, there's no issues or cracks across the dash. Got our monsoon sound system, everything plays. One of the speakers crackles a little bit. You know, the foam deteriorates on it and everything. This car has traction control and ABS. Automatic transmission, 4-speed overdrive. Got the EQ, AC is ice cold. Heater will cook you out. And like I said, everything works. There's our fog light switch, headlights, cruise control, all the typical stuff here. Even our visors, most of the time these visors are falling apart and hanging down. I mean, they are really good. That's a real testament to this car. Headliner's immaculate. Show you that, but you see, look at the visor there. Super nice. Piece of dust on there. And here's our center console, cup holder, a couple of napkins in here, change holder. Really nice. I could probably just go ahead and do the other side from here. Got a little stain on that carpet I need to clean up. Like I said, I hadn't even really, this is kind of how I got the car, which shows you really how nice this car really is. Passenger door panel, again, we have that same crack on this side, but the door panel is nice otherwise. Passenger seat is pristine. And I'll show you the bolster. That's what is the highest wear item right there. So I want to zoom in on that for you. And in the back, panels are nice, seats are nice. Super cool car. Got our volume controls. All right, let's do the fun part. Let's go take this thing for a drive. All right, we are strapped into the Trans Am. First thing we want to do, turn the traction control off, just like the shirt says. No traction control. You can check on the link in the description there for Euro Asian merchandise. We have this t-shirt now, but we have some cool stuff coming up there if you want to get some stuff that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and drop it into gear. Got the traction control light. That's the light on in the dash. There's traction control off. And let's go ahead and roll out and take this thing for a spin. It's nice and warmed up now. You can kind of see that it's kind of overcast. But like I said, what I really love, these glass tops, they're really more fun in the winter than they are the summer almost, you know, because in the summertime you usually just put the shade up, you know, because the sun's beating down on you and to try to stay cool or whatever. But in the summer, you know, when it's kind of gloomy and you know it's like today's really gloomy, overcast. And so what's really cool is when you're driving a car with a glass roof, you know, you get some more air in, and you know, you get more of that springtime open feeling, I guess. I don't know. It just it's to me, it's a real cool experience. I love cars with glass tops. I enjoy glass sunroofs more in the wintertime than I do the summer. Let's put it that way. All right, this car absolutely, it drives perfect. I mean, there's no issues at all with the car. I told you what we did there. We did the all 4 oxygen sensors, and then the new, and we put in a Delco, you know, air mass meter, not a Chinese. Don't do a Chinese aftermarket. There's just nothing but asking for trouble there. But we'll go ahead and do our little loop, take it for a spin, and kind of show you how it drives. See here. The stereo works great. Like I said, I got the bass turned down a little bit because, like I said, there's one speaker that buzzes a little bit. Typical with an old car. You know, you could pull it off and you can have them refoamed or just replace the speakers. It's not terrible. Let's get rolling here. You can't really stand on this car because it will absolutely light them up. Woo! With it being kind of humid You know, this might be one of those days you might leave the traction control on if you're not experienced or you know, something on that nature, because this car will break them loose. Wow, this thing just goes 70 mile an hour on the road, just absolutely perfect. No go of the wheel, no shaking on the wheel, no pulling. Really nice. I like these seats too, they're really comfortable. Like they have all the little extra adjustments and stuff, kind of nice. Got a little bit more careful today when the streets are kind of damp, you know, with just that real high humidity. Kind of damp streets, so be a little on the cautious side. There we go. We'll give her the beans here. That is so fun. I mean, man, how do you not love a small block Chevy? Oh, what a car. I absolutely love this generation of Firebird. You know, I love that beak, you know, that wedge, you know, just that arrow cool shape. It's just, to me, it's just a really cool car, and they're, you know, actually really going up in value. These cars are coming collectible. This is a nice driver with 73, almost 74,000 miles. It's kind of the perfect car because it looks great. You can take it to car shows. You can have some fun, but yet you can drive it without, you know, fear of a rock chip or a door ding or something like that. You don't want that, but you know. Whoa, that was not downshifting there. I was keeping the throttle from going all the way to the downshift point, because I guarantee you if it downshifted it would just get sideways. But it just, like I said, there's not a rattle or a squeak or a noise or nothing with this car. It is a really nice car. Just no issues to note. Brakes are really good, transmission shifts perfect, you know, and other than just the you know, a little bit of a, looks like an, you know, performance exhaust and the intake that they put on it, pretty much just a stock car. So much fun. Well, hey, I appreciate you riding along with us. Like and subscribe if you would on the channel. We really appreciate that. And hit that notifications button. That way, whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first to know, because you never know when we might have your next dream car. Have a great day and happy motoring.